In July, I headed off to the island of Renonga, which was on the outer edge of the lagoon of the Solomon Islands. It took us about 8 hours to get from Gizo to there. I was with a group of young architects and we were doing volunteer work.
Goodness, I'm gonna cry. From the tropic islands, this is the song.
Our welcome to Renonga was pretty amazing, really. The village itself had been shifted from down below following an earthquake and loss of life. So they've rebuilt this village. Looks like a film set, it really does. And we were there to help them build toilets.
Music shall never die. Flying west from Australia, how we long to see you here. The day that belongs away, it has come to reality. Walking up on this muddy road, because it's here to demoralize. But the beauty of Manquecos, we welcome you. We are glad to welcome you today to a happy Manquecos. We wish you happy day as you stand among us to this music.
The really cool thing about Argentina, Buenos Aires, well, for that matter, the whole of South America, was the music. People in the streets making music. These guys were outside the Recoleta cemetery with all those amazing crypts and bits and pieces in there. Yeah. Well, we're in Argentina, so we better go and see the gauchos. We had to go out being gauchos ourselves.
Corazón, eres lo mejor que ha pasado en todita mi vida. La más cotizada llamada feliz distracción. El viento que azota la vela.
One of our aims was to do some biking in the Andes, so we set off about 5,000 metres up, I think. Now just back in the van, we're doing an 8k uphill drive just to save our bodies from the wear and tear of going uphill. And then we're on to the real hard part of the trip, a bit of a rough road. It's called the Death Road. Alison elected to do the suicide job and go in the van on the death road. Damned if I would, none of us were keen, but anyway she was able to take some movies. The thing was, there was buses coming the other way and all sorts of stuff, and you had to go right over to avoid them.
If you want to be a bird, why don't you try?
crying.
Anyhow, we all survived. Got to the Mosquito pub, way down in the valley, back to La Paz.
You haven't used yet.
Then it was off the lake to the Kaka, Coco Cabana.
Her name was Lola, she was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down and there she would.
So we're all doing a bit of a walk through to Peru today. I don't know if we've actually got here yet, but yeah, there's Barb. Oh yeah, there's her. They're all walking through to Peru. Ciao, Bolivia. On the bus, we went over to the other side of the lake, a place called Puno, and then at Puno, we went out on the lake and had a look at the floating villages. So it's Monday, 5th of September. We're cruising along from Puno to Cusco, the first leg of our journey, or that part of our journey anyway. It's all these towns, amazingly drab collection of brick buildings, bits of reinforcing sticking out and rubbish everywhere. Unbelievably drab, really. Cusco, 3,399 metres above sea level, the old Inca city. We visited Cusco so we could go and do the Laras Trail, which is a high altitude trail over the Andes. It's an alternative to the Inca Trail. And so the trudging odyssey began. After a visit to the hot pools, all warmed up, they threw us out of the van and said, fuck off along the track. The night of the first day we set up camp by a lake right up the top. And guys set up the tents for us. Very good of them. Oh, there's a local lady come to help. Like hell, she came to sell us some of her wares. Buildings around, there's a house over there and they're fish farmers, trout farmers, trout farmers. Oh look, there's Alison coming over to see what's going on. Tell you what, it was pretty rugged and cold when we got up the next morning. It was so damn cold and the frost came down out of it onto our tents. So here we go, we've got to go way the hell up there. You can just see the path going right up, and then way up in the distance. Are you still saying coming down is the hardest thing?
Man, that's hard work.
So you've changed your tune?
Well, at the moment. So tomorrow will be different. Going down might be different. God, the air's short up here.
And then we came out the other side, out of the pass. The last day of the trail didn't take very long and we ended up in the village of Ollantaytambo. From there we caught a train to Aguas Calientes to go to Machu Picchu. Quito. We are in Iquitos, aren't we?
Yeah.
Then it was off to Iquitos. Way up the Amazon, you can only get there by plane. God, it was great.
Aquí dentro del pecho, un carpintero labrando mi ataúd. Que te encargo.
So Kitos, it's probably about 10 to 6 in the morning, Monday morning. We're off to the airport. Alison's holding on to her luggage for grim death at the back there. Yeah, looks pretty good. Been a bit of a hell of a night. As you can see, there's just rain everywhere. It's good. We're all good to go. We're away.
No cesa para mí el golpe fiero.
The equator runs through Quito so well, you know, we had to go to the equator because we were there.
Acaba, acaba, carpintero acaba, que ya mi vida no demora.
In spite of it feeling really dodgy, Quito was quite a neat place. We had a nice place to stay, but yeah, we'd been in land for too long. We needed to head off to the coast. After we got through the mountains, we were in banana country.
Viejo barrio, barrio viejo, solo en lugares parejos, donde un día hubo casa, donde vivió nuestra raza. Solo quedan los escombros de los hogares felices, de las alegres familias.
From Montanita, Alison and I took a trip out to the Isla de la Plata. Along the way we saw humpback whales. We were out there to see the blue-footed boobies.
Yo pasaba y saludaba, y aparece que hoy huele.
After that, to have a break, we hired this guy called Fernando who drove us to way up in northern Ecuador to a place called Canoa. That was a pretty cool place, but it felt pretty dodgy all the same. There was surf.
¿Cómo está Arturo y Manuel?
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, so
You
we're
can tell
off-
the story here, Alison.
We're
It's
off on
a
a
big
bus
moment
to
here.
San Vicente. Well, we think we are, but we paid our dollar and we're going 17 k's hopefully down the road to the next town.
Mis amigos, iba descalzo y a pie, de la Mayer hasta
So the mechanics arrived and
desde el hoyo hasta la
come with a belt, so it
sequía,
looks like something's happening
de
anyway.
las sequías del río.
Alison, she's
Ese es el mundo
as
mío.
always. Anyhow,
Dicen que
we survived and we got back to Montanita and got a room right next to Bill and Barb's, and we started enjoying the life of Montanita. God, it was like New Year's Eve every Saturday night. Whew.
bonitas las serenatas.
October 4, we're on the road again. We're off to Guayaquil. Catch the plane to fly to Santiago,
Que le
Chile.
cantaba mi chata.
We rented apartments in the central city, way up. I think we were about 70 floors up or something. It was like pretty spectacular, the views. We did a bit of cultural visiting, and Alison did plenty of shopping. I'd met a Chilean couple a few years before that in Kuta, and they seemed to come and stay at their beach place. Well, Port de Silo was quite a long way from Santiago, so Chago talked a friend of his into driving us down, and so we all went down and stayed in some apartments down on the beach. How's this for a cool beach hut? The point of Monticello holds waves up to 20 foot. There was nothing like that when we were there. The amazing thing was that straight across from there is Waihi Beach. Well, we had dinner with Chago and Ali, and said goodbye to them the next day. Had another little surf down the end of the beach. The last glass of Pisco Sour, and we were waiting for our ride back, but we decided to start our trip back home walking.